1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, whatever the fuck. Close enough. What is up, guys, girls, and whatever? It's 1KS233 as I move my mic down just slightly there. And this is, if you read the top, Xbox One Minecraft Edition. So, finally in 1080p. Yes! Unfortunately, the Minecraft shit will still be in 780i or 720i because a couple of the people on there have not quite transitioned to Xbox One yet, Matt. And yeah. So what I will be doing today is reviewing one of the first and largest worlds I have ever made, recently transferred over to the Xbox One. There you are. No, wait, there it is. Got it. Let's just put that there. Blah blah blah. Good. Good. Initializing server. Yes. Oh shit, I just realized I have Half-Baked in the background. Let's just get rid of that. Good movie. Dave Chappelle's fucking awesome. Alright, right off the bat you can see I have a lot of shit around me. I'll get to all that eventually. Where to start? Why not? Alright, where we are going to start is going to be, well, where the world pretty much started. What should I do? Just a spawn. Fuck, alright, the spawn. I'll do that then the first spot. That would be really helpful. Swiftness potion. Yeet. Alright. Fly past all this shit. Nope. Fucking trees. Alright, the spawn is around this location. Oh wait, look at that. This used to be a tower that my friend Sown Arbiter, I think that's what it was. That's what his tag was back then. Now it is now. Now it is Darkened Diamond. I believe I mentioned him before as Michael. He made this structure, I guess. Basically, it was a long pole with a ladder on it. Then it had some kind of house on top. Later on, after some testing with dispensers and flame charges, I burnt down that entire thing along with the entire section of the forest over here. Which is why I believe one of my friends, maybe Brittany? I don't know. Someone replaced most of the trees with spruce. Even though this was just regular forest, so it was oak and birch. And they stick out like a motherfucker, but who's complaining? Right here was going... Alright, still have that shit on. This was going to be something, I just can't remember what it was. Looks pretty. It looks pretty though. A lot of fire and a lot of lag incorporated with it, but I'm not getting rid of it. Man, that fire sounds so realistic. Next we have former rewards for my, at this point, pretty much former clan on Xbox. We have the Iron Cross, which if you look at it the right way, it looks like 4 swords about to touch tips. Giggity. Next came the Black Star, then the Red Star. Just because I wanted to make rewards. They meant nothing and you got nothing besides the fact that you got one of those, but that doesn't mean much. The next area we will be going to is the area that I was initially going to show you, but in a thought of that, I just turned around and went to the spawn. This is where the whole world started. I did nothing with the spawn. I went to go find this big ocean out here, and I found this small island right on the edge of the world, which is exactly right here. So, this whole world started up because I was playing a game a lot called Battle Station Specific, which most likely I will be doing a video in soon, if not later. And they have these little islands with headquarters and stuff on them. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make that. So I went here and made one. Then I added little turret positions here, later improved with birch wood, and maybe soon I'll improve it by getting rid of this birch slab here and replace it with a staircase. That's how old this thing is. I didn't even have birch wood or I didn't have anything except for oak at the time. And when the updates came along, I improved it, and I'm gonna have to come back to this shit to improve it even more. You PlayStation players do not understand how lucky you are to have Minecraft at such a high update already. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit fucked up, but I don't know what happened. I just have something wrong with my throat. Later on, I added a crane, just because crane. I believe I had that flag the whole time and all that shit. I also added in a little gunboat and a suicide submarine. Now, Matt used to have his house right down here, but you see that boat right there with a shotgun cannon Mark 1, I think it was? Well, when we test fired, it blew a hole into the area here, ultimately destroying his entrance to his house, and he said, you know what, I don't want to live here anyways. That was loud. I don't know what that noise was. This is the interior of the headquarters, obviously. Damn, already 7 minutes in. This is the... this is pretty basic shit, because, I made this really, really early on. Actually, I could use not saplings, planks. Or not planks either, fucking slabs. Let's put that there. Got some enchanted armor, just because. Fuck ton of music discs that I can't play. Because well, I can play it, there's just not gonna be any sound. Music's copyrighted. And a whole bunch of enchanted fucking pickaxes and shit back before we had anvils. Double bed, some other bullshit, all that jazz. Yeah, know what a jukebox is. I've been playing Minecraft for a long fucking time. Got a door here, and I turned Matt's house into a bomb shelter. This is all part of the original thing right here. I just came up with it, and I just brought it back up and turned it into a bomb shelter. That's going to annoy me. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. Alright, so down here we have some emergency supplies of nothing. We have some emergency air in these chests here, just in case we run out of that. Bunch of books so that we'll never get bored, even though I do get bored just reading anyways. A furnace with probably nothing in it. Nope, 64 coal. Never mind, I take that back. A crafting table, some lights, a bench, and 2 beds. That is literally all I have down here. Probably should put something in those chests eventually. You'll find that most chests here are empty because we don't need to fill them yet. Well, so once you're inside there and you open that up, and you close it from right here. Yeah, now you're locked in. I don't feel like getting rid of it, so I'm just gonna place it over there. Kaplunk. Alright, the waters in this entire area that is ocean. Let's get the map out. Tools is where it is. Oh, right, transferred over to the Xbox One. It doesn't have the full thing loaded yet. Well, in the areas that are here, it's the dark blue, which means that the waters are very deep, as you can see. Right, need to get my potions. Just to make things easier. There we go, now you can see the ocean floor much better now. So, around here, by the way, all these fucking ships with sails, yeah, they're not fucking pirate ships. There are sail ships that are not pirate ships, you know. In fact, all pirate ships are sail ship. Well, no, never mind. I forgot about Somalia. Majority of for fuck's sakes, the majority of what people think of a pirate ship, they think of a sail ship. Now, there are a lot more sail ships than there are pirate ships, for fuck's sakes. There's not a lot left, I don't think. They're made of wood, they sink. But right here is a little, what is it called? Shipyard. I have a small gunboat, which is pretty much a standardized design for at least for this wooden one here. I believe the iron ones are either slightly longer or they have a better cannon or something. They have a very basic cannon that will explode right about here when fired. So they're not very long range, but they are small targets, so they can get a lot closer to things. Now, all this shit is in preparations for, well, initially it was in preparations for the Archimedes ship mod, and later, when I found out about better things, it was going to be Archimedes ship and Zeppelin mod, and now it's just in hopes that Xbox and PlayStation and all the consoles, they get mods, and one of them, hopefully, is the motherfucking Meta Worlds mod. If you don't know what that is, the Yogscast did a pretty good thing on it, so you check that out if you want. And there's also a lot of other people who've done showcases on the mod. It's a really cool mod. If you know how to check that shit out, good for you. Go check that out. It's fucking awesome, though. So, then came our problem with submarines. Now, we have cannons that can fire on the surface, but there are no such thing as torpedoes or missiles in vanilla Minecraft. Well, if we had fucking mods, we would have that shit, but, you know, blah blah blah. But I solved that problem by making the Yellowtail Type A class suicide submarine. This is just one of many of these motherfuckers in the world. I solved the problem by, well, making a suicide submarine. I don't know why. There's a lot of TNT missing here. Hold on. Okay. Painting's missing there. I don't care. This is basically a periscope. And have a single redstone torch to place right there. This submarine came in inspiration of the Japanese midget submarines in World War II. They had 2 torpedoes, and they were also a diving bomb. So if they were to be captured, they could set it off just like that. They do not get captured. There was only one Japanese prisoner that I know about ever taken from World War II, because they either killed themselves in captivity or beforehand. That one Japanese prisoner was a suicide sub-driver whose submarine's battery died and he couldn't set off the explosive. Only fucking prisoner. He said he wanted the Americans to kill him. It brings dishonor to his country that he was captured. But he had vital intelligence, and so to speak, being that he's the only fucking prisoner. So they had to, get that shit out of him. I'm pretty sure they killed him, or he killed himself, or something like that. Either way, he's dead. And on that light note, I added on I added on a couple more gunboats in the harbor here, along with another suicide sub, which this one is the Denton. I believe that's one of the originals. I also added a fishing barge just because I like fishing. Got some rods there and 12 fish that was caught by me and Matt. This right here is the there's the sign. This is the CPN Atlanta. CPN stands for Crimson Phoenix Navy. Crimson Phoenix is my crew in GTA. Yeah, it's still my crew in GTA. Okay. It's my crew in GTA and the former name of that clan I was talking about with the Iron Cross, Black Star, and Red Star. This ship used to belong to Matt. Basically, it's a combination of a modern-day destroyer slash modern-day frigate slash modern-day cargo ship and slash a World War II Fletcher-class destroyer. This thing's weaponry has been improved, destroyed, and all that shit multiple fucking times. We added a shotgun cannon in the back. I do not believe that was the original thing here. I think it was just a regular cannon when we first put it in. This one's slightly improved so that you can walk up here and place a TNT like that. I don't personally like that, but whatever. I added in some arrow systems when that became a vital thing on ships and all that. Here's another one right here that fires forward and back, forward and to the sides. Then we added a cannon, or I added a cannon up here. 2 cannons there. These used to be not iron. These used to be arrow bombs, but Matt didn't like them, so I got rid of them and just kept a little crevice where they were. We still have some fire damage here, so I'm just gonna fix that real quick. Alright. And of course, Matt's staircase cannon, which I believe works. Can't be certain, though. Alright, I can't save, never mind. I'm not gonna test it. Let me just get a bow out real quick for demonstration purposes. This is an arrow bomb right here, as you guys already know. This is the submarine, the attack sub, the CPN Typhoon. This is a assassin class submarine, and its call number is 268. It's the first stone submarine I made on this world. Stone means that it's just a regular combat sub, black wool or black wool or lapis lazuli. That is that's a suicide sub. Very bleak. Oh, running out of night vision here. Right. Now, this is where the problem comes in with the torpedoes and missiles and all that shit. We don't have any of that. So the only thing it can use underwater would be these. I believe they're hooked up to an auto system, but I'm not quite sure. Might have to improve it later because I have better things that work with that now. And I'll get to that. Pretty much it can only use things that are on the surface. So it resurfaces and it fires the arrow bomb or a cannon if the thing is behind them. This is based off a combination of a Narwhal class submarine and a modern day nuclear sub. Let's head down here. We have a redstone system that opens and closes this little door here so that you can let in boats. Close it off, and then you make a move on. We have these like fake torpedo things here just for decoration. If I hit that button, then the whole thing explodes. Bad things happen. Captain's quarters is down here for some reason. I gave this to a mutual friend. Can't remember what his name was now. Oh, this is hooked up to a rapid system. That'll work. No, it does not. That kind of works. It's not the highest rate of fire ever. Next, after that was built, I have this, I guess I can call it a cruiser. Yeah, this is a cruiser. Right. This is the CPN Det-Ni Devastator class cruiser with call sign. Yeah, it's a cruiser, yeah. Call sign 105. Now, this baby is just chock full of cannons, and they're the good ones back then. So we have 3 in the back, we have 8 on each side, and 4 at the front. In those locations, we have an arrow bomb right there, 2 arrow bombs in the back, a sail with the Russian flag, and I gave this to John, so he put his little black and red flag thing on it. Right here is the comm tower. The comm tower that was later upgraded with a nanoplane. I just dropped that, didn't I? Nope, got rid of it. Alright. Later upgrade with a nanoplane. Isn't the right spot? Yes, it is. Which is a small little motherfucker that carries a bomb underneath that lever. Person sits on that nether brick thing right there, like this, like so. And then they fly with the Meta Worlds mod. Head into the comm tower here. Ship controls, it's a very basic lever thing because we don't actually have ship controls yet. Meta Worlds mod, please. Microsoft. Good way to get ahead of the competition when it comes to this shit, you know? Having Minecraft with mods. Just saying. Please. Head down here. This is the internal deck. We have a little thing let in boats, which you can see that's like always open, but it doesn't really matter that much that it's not closed. So why should I care, right? Then over here we have an enchantment station. Got some paintings here to head through to the bed chambers. Got a bunch of shit in here. Head back through and head up. Right. Next thing, right next to the Typhoon. I believe this was the first suicide sub I made. This is the Eel. By the way, all these ones, like this one in particular, they are Type A. Its call sign is Q-04. Q-2. Okay, this was the first one. That was the second one. The third one's off somewhere. This is the 4th one. Got it. These ones actually have call signs that are, you know, in order. Alright, good. The TNT actually must. All of them are the same on the inside. I just want to introduce them that they are here. By the way, this is probably going to be a multi-part series because, I mean, we've barely covered this area right here, and it's already at fucking 23 minutes of recording. That is redonkulous. Right. Let's get on to some more suicide subs, eh? We have, this is the third one. The CPN RIP. I say RIP because there's another one that is RIP, for rest in peace. Just making sure everything's the same. Oh, this one actually got the paintings, but it didn't get the fucking letters. Right. This is the later models of the suicide submarines. They are much longer. This is the Serpent, the B-1, Type C. I don't know why I went with B and Q with those. I just did for some fucking reason. This one actually can fight back without committing suicide. It has an arrow bomb on the back, but that is all the armaments on the outside. On the inside, you have 2 massive loads of TNT. You also have some supplies for loading the arrow bomb and repairing it. Except no black wool. For some fucking reason. Put buttons in redstone, no black bull. Terrific. Where to next? By the way, this world has a lot of shit. It's called the Naval world, but in reality, well, actually no. I think half the world is naval oriented, like in military slash. It's like half the world is military. The other thing is like pixel art, either two-dimensional, like that shit, like that shite over there, or three-dimensional, like the characters that we have here. Right. Where should I go next? So much fucking shit. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. I think I can do 5 minutes. Right. This was the first large project that I did in this world. This is the carrier This is the carrier CPN Enterprise, based off the Yorktown class World War II aircraft carrier. You see a theme here, right? CB6, the Lucky E. Well, that was creepy. CPN Enterprise. In reality, it's the USS Enterprise. My favorite carrier, that's why I made it. Really, all Yorktowns pretty much look alike. Except for this one, because I am constantly improving this with the latest technology, because this is my motherfucking ship. Quite literally, this is the one I own. That one belongs to John, that one belongs to, I believe his name was Alex? Going with that. Sunny or Donut, I think his tag was. But, whatever. This thing started off with its basic cannons right there and there, which would blow up on the other end of the deck. These cannons, right there, these 4 up here and the 4 back there, are all original to the design. The deck is original. The planes inside and outside of it are all original in the first build of it. Everything is pretty much the same, except for these little nanoplanes that came later on, so I added little additions on them to launch off the side like that. This giant-ass cannon was the first. My ship was the first one to have this big-ass motherfucker implemented on it. It was one of the first ships to have anti-air cannons, which are what these are, or firework cannons, depending who you ask. I call them anti-air because they blow up in the air, and if anything's up there, then you know it's fucked. So, let's get on with it. This thing has 4 anti-air cannons, 2 long-range OP cannons, 1 long-range overly long cannon. It has 8 short-range cannons to blow up off the side here if something's like really close but in low down, or right here depending on the fuse that you put on it. On the side here we have 7 of these wooden lifeboats just in case, and then my stone life submarine. While everyone else is dying on the surface water, just chilling under there with some blocks of gold right here. And 2 roses. Swaggin' as fuck. Then, on the ship here, we have the personal planes, or at least some of them. This is my friend Aaron's personal plane. It's got some diamond shit here for whatever reason. A bunch of arrows, shooters that I made actually work. And all that shit. He has an improved X2. I have an improved X3. I have arrows, I have like singular dispensers, which what I mean by that is I hit this lever, they click. If I just keep doing that, then they just keep firing arrows. So, also I have some chests here to refill the arrows and shit. This is a bomber, actually, and normally you wouldn't have dispensers on this, so I had to improve it like that. Can't remember who this belonged to, but they also put arrows on here, have improved bomb slots, and they put a bed. Fuck your arrows. Then we have some basic X1s right here. He was the only person to select an X1 as the plane that is personally his. Back here we have technically 4 arrow bombs, some little decorative sign things, and 2 ladders down to the bomber deck. These are the basic X1 bombers, first planes I made. Then whoever the fuck decided to take... these are 3 heavy bombers up here. And later on the heavy bomber deck I put 3 X1s, because I put 3 X3s up here. Can't remember who this belonged to, but it's, really ridiculous. I believe that was Sam. Head 1 floor down, it is the fighter deck, with the addition of what used to be Matt's bomber, but he later traded in his thing for something else. It's supposed to be like that. This is Trevor's... That's Trevor's heavy bomber. Okay, this is the heavy bomber deck, never mind. Fuck. No, that's right. Bunch of default X3s, and then 3 default X1s. Head all the way down here, next level. This is the fighter deck. No one has claimed any of the fighters down here. They are all the basic X2s with the 2 dispensers instead of the 4. They're really, really, really basic. Head down here. This is the storage deck, or the munitions deck, I call it. X1s, we have 182, or enough supplies for 182 right there. Followed with another, and I said 82, 128. So, in total, this is 256 X1s. Here, bunch of fucking TNT, load all the bombs, the cannons, everything in this fucking ship. This is one of the few places where the chests are actually, filled. X2s. An X2 does not entirely fit in one chest. So, we have enough for 64 X2s. And that's the basic kind. And that's not the one with the 4. Oh wait, it is the one with the 4, so it's the better one. Oh, that's pretty nice of me. Then right here we have enough for 384 nanoplanes. Because nanoplanes are so small, I can fit 3 stacks of 64 in one chest. Very basic thing to make. Only need one. They have the same exact payload as the X1s. They are a real improvement. All the way out here, this is like the this is the galley. Decided to put it at the bow, at the bottom of the bow. Got nothing. Got nothing. We have some extra air in there, just in case people need it. This will also be lined with chests full of God knows what. I think I had an idea at some point, but I lost that a while ago. Anyways, that has been part 1 of my... wait, fuck, it's not, I'm not done yet, hold on. This is just a little, this is a little thing on the... This is the comm tower on the aircraft carrier. Or it's just... This is where the captain is. Got some guns here, just in case. All that good shit. Got a crane there. And I have a little munitions delivery system via a chest minecart and 2 furnace minecarts with coal on either side of the chests, so that they may push the motherfucker around, like so. Anyways, guys, girls, and whatever. I have been WannaChaos2033. I still am WannaChaos2033. Do not change it. I probably will never change my gamertag. On Xbox One, you can add me as a friend. Probably won't answer if you send me a message because I won't know who the fuck you are. But, yeah. Anyways, bye, everybody. Stop. That's what we're doing.